Hi all, before we begin, a small clarification. This video is not related to any political party and it is not a political endorsement. Recently, inside Parliament, Rakhav Cheda raised a series of questions about the financial pressure faced by Indians' middle class taxpayers.
सर राइजिंग कॉस्ट प्रेशर्स के चलते पिछले वित्तीय वर्ष में मिडिल क्लास ने देखा कि उसके एजुकेशन के खर्चे में 8% की बढ़ोतरी हुई, हेल्थ केयर 9% से महंगा हुआ, रेंट 7% से, फूड 6% से, ट्रांसपोर्ट 5%.
Of course, the government of India has introduced many welfare schemes and support programs for citizens over the years. We all know that. But at the same time, these questions reflect concerns that many middle class families say they experience in their daily lives. So today, we are simply looking at some of the questions raised inside Parliament. That's it. Simple as that. Every month your salary comes in, and before you can even feel it, it's already booked. Rent, EMI, school fees, petrol, toll, SIM recharge, hospital bills, and the list goes on. And at the end of that list, there is me. And there is never anything left for me. You are stuck at a toll booth, meter running, kids crying in the backseat of your car. You already paid road tax when you bought the car, you pay heavy taxes on fuel, and now again you pay to use the same road you already funded. As you inch forward, a VIP convoy glides past without stopping. And in that moment, many people feel something uncomfortable. I have felt that too. The people who help fund these roads through taxes often feel they are the last ones moving forward. Here are some questions raised in the parliament. The first question was this: why are we allowing double or even triple taxation on basic like housing and mobility? When someone buys a flat, they pay stamp duty, registration, GST on construction materials, property tax every year, and then EMIs for decades. When someone buys a car, they pay road tax, insurance with GST, fuel taxes, and toll charges on highways. What we think is, many economists argue that infrastructure needs funding, which is why taxes and toll system exist. However, the concern raised here is whether certain charges overlap and whether some of them can be streamlined to reduce the burden on regular commuters. I think that's an important point. Question number 2 was this. He asked, why is the salaried middle class taxed with multiple stages of life? For example, you earn income tax, you spend GST, you save tax on interest. You protect your family with insurance. GST on premium will be there. We think tax systems are designed to collect revenue at different stages of economic activity, yes, but the concern often discussed is whether salaried taxpayers whose income is fully traceable end up carrying a larger share of the tax burden. Then, question number 3. He asked, if incentives and tax benefits can be designed for industries and companies, why is financial relief for salaried families limited? Budgets often introduce incentives for sectors and businesses. Yet, many middle class households say their monthly financial pressure continues to increase. We think governments often give incentives to industries to stimulate economic growth and employment. At the same time, some experts argue that tax relief for salaried households could also stimulate spending and strengthen the overall economy. Then comes the question number 4, he asked. Why is there tax on protection itself? People buy health insurance to avoid financial crisis during illness, and life insurance to secure their families. Yet, insurance premiums include GST. What we think is insurance is treated as a financial service under GST. However, some policy discussions suggest that lowering taxes on essential insurance products could encourage more families to secure themselves against medical or financial emergency. Then comes the question number 5 he asked. He asked, why do fuel taxes significantly affect everyday living cost? For example, if we can say the office worker on a scooter, the cab driver, the delivery rider, fuel is not a luxury for them. It is a part of daily survival. What we think is fuel taxes are an important source of government revenue. At the same time, fluctuations in fuel prices can affect transportation costs and eventually the price of many goods and services too. Then comes the other question. Why is the cost of education rising sharply for many families? And this is a huge topic too. School fees, bus fees, uniforms, books, coaching classes. Many parents say a large portion of their monthly income goes towards education. Education costs are influenced by both public and private institutions. Expanding access to quality public education and regulating fee structures are often discussed as ways to ease financial pressures of families. Yet, it is a big pressure. Question number 7. He asked, why does the middle class often fall between welfare and wealth? Citizens with lower income may qualify for welfare schemes while higher income groups may not depend on them. But middle income families often fall somewhere in between. What we think is many welfare policies are targeted at specific income groups. Some economists suggest that designing policies specifically addressing middle class households could improve financial stability for a large portion of the population because large percentage of the population is middle class. Question number 8. He asked, why does tax relief appear small compared to rising inflation? Like groceries, rent, education, healthcare, all rising steadily. Many households say their expenses are increasing faster than their financial relief. What we think is inflation is influenced by multiple economic factors. Periodic adjustment in tax slabs or financial policies are often suggested as ways to help households cope with rising costs. Next was the question number 9. He asked, why are individuals contributing a growing share of income tax today? Personal income tax collections have become a significant part of government revenue. What we think on this is, this reflects both better compliance and economic growth. However, some analysts believe that ensuring a balanced distribution of tax contribution between individuals and corporations remains an ongoing policy discussion. And then the next one was the 10th. He asked, where exactly does the middle class taxpayers' money go? Tax are collected through income tax, GST, tolls, and several other cases. Many taxpayers say they would appreciate clearer communication about how public funds are allocated. But public budgets already publish expenditure details, but improving transparency and communication could help taxpayers better understand how their contributions support national development. At the end of the day, regardless of whichever party is ruling at the center or in the states, these are everyday concerns that many middle class families continue to discuss.
लोग पूछ रहे थे कि मिडिल क्लास के लिए बजट में क्या है.
India has introduced many welfare programs and policies initiatives over the years, and those efforts are significant, yes. But at the same time, issues related to taxation, education cost, healthcare expenses, and daily living costs remain part of the ongoing public conversation today too. And perhaps that is how democracy works best, because citizens raising questions and systems continuing to evolve. So tell me in the comments, which of these issues feels closest to your life? Is it education costs, fuel prices, hospital bills, or everyday taxes? Your answer will help decide what issue we examine next. I'll see you for the next one.